Saints podcast, and we're delighted to be joined by three amazing church members in Pakistan. We have Nosheen with us, we have Arvee with us, and we have Ham with us. Welcome to the show, all of you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
So, we're going to learn a lot of fun facts about what the church is like in Pakistan today and just get to know you a bit more. We love talking about the church around the world. But first, I want to ask you, what's something about Pakistan that people watching might not know about?
So I thought, thank you very much. First of all, thank you very much for having us and inviting us in your podcast. So right now, Nosheen internet got stuck, so I would be able to answer that. So Pakistan is a Pakistan is a Muslim country, right? And why it is known in all the world because we have one of the second largest mountain here in Pakistan. It's in northern side of Pakistan called Sketu. It's the second largest mountain, and first is Mount Everest,
Yes.
which is in Nepal, and second largest here. So
Oh,
many
wow.
foreigners. It's known around the world that Pakistan have the second largest mountain here in the world, and also we have five provinces. We speak
So many language icons.
just so many languages because but the native language is Urdu,
Yeah.
what we speak in schools and in our homes, and we can say the mother language we speak Punjabi also as well, and or Pakistani language and Indian language are the same in speaking, but some words are different. Hindi and Urdu are the same in speaking, but there are some word makes us differ from each other, right? And we have four season here in Pakistan. We have four season here in Pakistan, uh, and 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 all tradition are similar like Indian people. We look same, we speak same,
Our
uh,
traditions and
but our prayer style are different, or worship style bit different. But mostly Muslims and Christian praying style uh, much familiar to each other, much familiar to each other. But what things makes us different from each other? I'm talking about Muslim. They just worship Allah and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but we worship Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ. Okay, and Pakistan is one of the more 99% population of Muslim here in Pakistan, and 1% including Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, and other religion what I'm not familiar about. So this is the Pakistan that you don't know, that my people, other people do not know about this. This is the simple things that I have told you what Pakistan is.
Wow, that's and great food there too, right? We had some families from Pakistan in my mission, and when we would go over to eat, they would make the most delicious food. Do you have like a favorite Pakistani dish food?
Yeah,
biryani and kadai.
biryani,
Oh,
kadai.
biryani.
Yes, biryani, kadai, paratha, which makes
Yes.
mixed with flour and potatoes and some chicken,
Chickens.
the chickens and other things, sauces
Yeah.
and lassi also. It's
Oh, I
mixed with
love lassi. Yes,
yes,
I love
yes.
lassi.
Yeah, we are from Punjabi region, and we have half Punjab in India, and we have a half Punjab in Pakistan.
Pakistan. Yeah.
We both speak. Most of the people like to speak Punjabi, and try to drink lassi. Lassi, it's one of the most popular drink here in Pakistan. What people
Mm.
that like to drink because I born in Punjabi family, and my father used to every day in summer season. It's in summer season. My father always wake up and he went to shop and he bring some yogurt
Yeah.
and he gave it to my mother, and my mother make lassi and deliver to everyone, and it's so delicious, and it's very popular in summer season, and everyone
Love to drink
offer,
it.
yeah,
Love
love
to
to
drink
drink
it.
it, and everyone loves to offer it when someone came in their home to see,
Yeah.
like guests. That's
Right.
it.
I still remember the first time I ever had biryani. It changed my life. So so good. I love it so much. Now onto the church in Pakistan though. What kind of you said it was 1% was like Christian, Hindu, all the other religions. How big is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Pakistan? What size is the church there?
Brother Ben, in 1993, we have 113 total membership. And in 2000, we have 786 membership. In 2005, we have 1,653 total. And 2005, we have 400
Wow.
membership. And, right now, I don't know the figures, but you can say that in 2005 we have uh, 10, 13 total branches in all over in Pakistan, but now we have 18 branches. Within a 9 years, we have increased five more branches in Pakistan, and three of them
Amazing.
in my own area in Faisalabad district. Like in the previous years, we have just one branch. We have just two branches in Faisalabad, like Faisalabad 1 and Mia Channu. And after that, we have scattered. Like we have two branches. In the first branches in morning time, and second branch in a second time. And we also start our new group in Mia Channu and in Samundri and Mamu Kanjan. These are the areas where the church is also growing very fastly. So you can say that in Pakistan, he increased very fastly and day by day.
Okay, thank you very much, Ham. So I would like to add in Ham's thought, in in 2015, 2015, we have 4,000 total membership. We have three districts, and right now we have four districts and 18 branches all over the Pakistan.
Yeah.
Like we
Wow.
mainly have branches in southern side of Pakistan, and in the Punjab, which is Punjab, and in the southern side of Pakistan we have one branch. It's called Taxla branch, and we have six branches over there in northern side, we can say, and three branches in southern side, and we have uh, uh, we have two more districts, one Lahore districts and one Faisalabad district. It's under in the same region. It's in the middle. We can say, we can call it some middle districts. As Ham told you that we have four branches there in Faisalabad, and we have five branches here in my district, Lahore. So
Right.
also, I would like to tell you that first time in history, we have called our own mission president, who is foreigner, who is from Australia. It's the second mission president in history. I I joined the church when I was 14, not 14. I was part member. I joined the church when I was 14, but I knew the church. I was familiar with the church when I was 18. But from that day to till now, I have from that day to till 4 years back, we don't have or specifically assign any international president assigned for only Pakistan.
Yeah.
But this is the first time. One we had before, who was released in
Wow.
July, and one we have now. It's a second
Yeah,
president
in a
assigned here.
previous time, the mission president, they watch over the Singapore, Sri Lanka, and India and Pakistan. These they are watching all the area. But now this time, we have called a president though who just only watch the Pakistan area,
Yes,
because it's growing day by day.
specifically assigned for Pakistan
Specifically
only.
assigned for Pakistan. Yeah.
That's so cool to hear about. So how did the church actually begin in Pakistan?
Church actually began. What I have searched before in few years back, because one of my friend who really wants to know about the church, that time I was searching online, I was searching through my resources who are here in Pakistan. When I asked from them, they told me that in the 1978, the first missionaries came here to start the church here in Pakistan, and he stayed some time here in Pakistan, and then he moved to India. And after that, when he go back to the state, Okay, and then he discussed with the leaders, and then church started here in 1985. 1985, as a church was registered here in our government papers as seminary. Okay, and then my sister joined the church. My sister joined the church in 1995, and my sister told me that church was started here. The branch started here in Lahore in
Okay.
1990 or 1989. This is how the church started here.
Right. And so Lahore is the capital of Pakistan. Is that right?
No,
No,
Islamabad is the
Islamabad.
capital.
Oh,
Islam,
Islamabad.
Yes.
But Lahore is one of the big cities, right? Is that
Yeah, it's
correct?
the biggest city.
second largest city of Pakistan.
Okay. Nosheen is laughing at me. I got that wrong. Sorry. No, that's cool. So, in terms of it, church, in terms of it starting, did any of the apostles or leaders come to like dedicate it and pray? Did that happen?
Yes. So can I ask, sir, or Sheen would like to answer? Because I know the story of the apostle when they visited here in
Yeah, in
Pakistan, but
2007.
and
I
she.
think you can answer because of the internet issue. I'm facing a bit problem.
Okay,
So it
thank you.
will be good to if you explain that.
Yeah, and
Although you seem to have good internet right now. You could try if you like, but whatever you like.
Okay, so I would like to answer. Okay, in 2007,
that time I was a missionary.
he was on a mission, and I was a little
Oh,
guy, and I don't know English, and I wasn't familiar about the church very much because I have always English
How old
program.
are you that time?
I will be 16. I will be 16, and
oh,
now I'm 35. I'll be 35. Okay, and 16 years back, or 17 years back, President Dallin H Oaks visited here in Pakistan. That time he was missionary, and he was so young, and he was so cute, and he was so beautiful, handsome. Okay, and then and that was the day when uh, President Dallin H Oaks visited here in my home first time, and it was really wonderful. When I saw him first time, when I met him first time, he started asking me that how are you, and what is your name, and
wait, he was in your house.
Ye- he visited my house, and
Oh,
he visited my house with his wife, and also there were two more authorities. I forgot their name, but I know I'm familiar with their faces. And when I met first time with him, when I go to the bus stop to drop him, to pick him up to my home. Okay, and that time he's asking me that how are you and what is my name, and I have English problem as always, and I'm just giving him answer. I'm just saying him I'm ठीक हूँ, mean I'm fine. And what is my age? I'm just saying him that मैं 16 साल का हूँ, and something like that. But I was so happy that I'm talking with foreigners, and I don't know, and I really don't know that who he was and what his designation, and I was totally fair about him. Mean to say that I totally do not know him, that he's elder Darren H. Oaks, and that time he was young and healthy, and he was super mean to say super servant of God who came visited my home, and I was so surprised. And he just prayed for my with my family, and he blessed my home, and he said that this is the home, and these are the children. Uh, will future will tell them, or future will then he just make promise with my parents that they are I'm just praying for them, and in future you will see the blessing that they got in future. So when I memorize those things, I got really surprised. And the second, can I say
Yeah,
more?
sure, sure.
Can I say more? And the second time in 2016, no, 2015, Elder Rusbel and L. Ronald came visit here in Islamabad. And that time I went, our churches arranged the buses to take us to the Islamabad for attending general conference,
General
and he
conference,
was
yeah.
there.
oh,
He
right.
came.
So
Yeah,
who was that? Sorry.
President Thai also often visit in Pakistan because it's general authority, and
He's Asia president.
Okay, he's the Asia president, and
Right.
his counselor is the first counselor, President Kelly
Cali.
L. Johnson. He also visited so many times in Faisalabad also.
Right, I see. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool. Arvee, it was like you didn't know that President Oaks was an apostle, but you could feel that he was like a special servant of God.
Yes, yes.
You could feel it even though you didn't know it, which that's yeah, I really like that.
Yeah,
So
and one last thing, sorry, and it was really wondering thing for me when I went to see him, when I went to attend the district conference where he was, where he wanted to share the gospel with people, and the end of the conference, I was watching him from like 30-meter away, okay, and people are just hugging him, jumping on him, and running to close him to hug him, okay, and I was watching him, and he just called me. He said, hey Farouk, come and hug me. Seriously, I don't know what he was saying, but he just doing something like that. I just speed up and I hugged him tight, and it was really unforgettable thing for me. I always got when someone asked me about how I met with him first time, and how and what was the greatest thing or unforgettable things that has happened. So this is the
that's so
thing.
cool. Following on from that, what are some of the most important moments in the church in Pakistan? Like some really key milestones of the church, things that the members really remember happening.
Okay, so I would like to answer that. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so since the church has been started, we don't had FSY program, but the YSA program was going on since the church has started. So we were very desired to have a FSY program. So this was our second FSY program. So first happened in the last year. It was I guess in July as well, and this time also happened in July. So this was the really key milestone happened with us in the church, and I guess YSA was happening, but not in the sense like with the leaders. We didn't have leaders, but now we have leaders for the YSA program, and now we have also whenever we have FSY, our mission president called the leaders first, and then they organize all the program, all the things beforehand, and then it happened in July. So it was really amazing, and it was really successful for many of the YSs for the youth, and I have seen that they learned a lot, and many of the like youth, they have changed their life, and they truly changed. Uh, how I came to know this when I heard their testimony in the church after the FSY program. When they came back from the YSA program conference, they shared their testimony, and their spirit was really, really inspired me when I heard their testimony. Um, and it was really a wonderful thing happened in this church, especially in Pakistan. We didn't have this before. So we are so grateful for the church that it's happening in Pakistan as well.
How many youth attended? Do you know? Do you know how many people were there?
Yes, it was 6 to 700 people in
Wow,
the
that's so
church.
cool.
And
Yes.
the recently YSA, we are expected 4 or 500 machine. You can correct me.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Wow.
we are going to happen like a YSA conference in 29 of November. So hopefully we are expecting 4 to 500 people in the YSA conference as well.
Amazing, amazing. So we interviewed President Lund, who's the Young Men General President, and this is something that he brought up because he was there, right? He went to visit, and he told a story about how amazed he was and how moved he was to see so many youth in Pakistan with the banner and cheer, and doing all the games and stuff, and hearing their testimonies. And a lot of our audience were like, "Wait, there was an FSY in Pakistan? We didn't know there were enough youth there to do it." But as you say, the church is growing so much there, so that must have been just so amazing, especially for all of you who have been members of the church there for quite a while, to be able to see so many together. And in those, like you said, you went to that conference in Islamabad as well, and it must be cool to like be able to gather as church members, a lot of them all in one in Pakistan. That must be really cool, right?
Yes, and especially it was really wonderful when I attended the church after the FSY. All the kids were so excited to share their spirit, what they are feeling, and what they have changed. And because this was the first FSY happened in last year, and this was the second one. So after the first FSY, it was really hard and life changing FSY happened in the church in Pakistan, especially.
It's something I really love about FSY is that wherever you are in the world, when you see the youth come back from FSY, they seem changed, they seem strengthened, and they come back and their testimonies are so powerful. I look at like my younger sisters when they come back from FSY in England. It's the same. They look so bright. They look like they really care about the gospel, and they have a testimony and they share it. It's so cool. Um, and you mentioned the church is growing a lot in Pakistan. Can you share just how missionary work happens? So you've got a mission president specifically for Pakistan. What's missionary work like there? Do you have missionaries that are like proselyting? I know I served in a Muslim country, and there were some kind of difficulties with being a missionary in a Muslim country that I experienced. So I don't know if that's the same for you in Pakistan.
Yeah, there is a huge difference if you're serving in the other countries, like in American side and European side. In Pakistani, the mission is a little bit different. Like our missionaries, they are not allowed to doing the proslidings and door knocking. They are doing work through referrals. The members they give a referral to the missionaries and introduce their friends, family, relatives, neighbors, and in this way we are working. In this way, the missionaries, they are working in Pakistan. Yeah, the openly
Even though
providing.
they are not allowed to wearing their name tag as well.
Yeah,
Oh right, oh right. Do you have
Yes,
foreign
they
missionaries
can't wear
coming?
their name tag.
yeah, the foreign missionaries, they are serving here also.
Okay,
But they are also
Missionaries,
not wearing their
not
name tag.
young missionaries. A couple missionaries,
Not
they
a
are
full
allowed.
time.
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah.
see. So most work is done by member referrals, and is that and that sounds like it's being successful.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Wow,
it did.
that's really cool. Yeah, the church seems to be growing very quickly there. So, given that you do face challenges and persecution for being a Christian, for being a Latter day Saint, what is it to you that makes you think, no, I'm going to stay, even though it's difficult and it would be easier to change?
Actually,
One of the apostles said, where you are born, this is a promised land for you. And
yes.
we can say that if we are born here, this is our land. You know, God make this place for us. You
Oh,
know,
mhm.
yeah,
Also, though there, and I have told you that we have one person, Christian, a Christian or Sabbath denomination lives here in Pakistan, and
yeah.
99 Muslim. Actually, there were 2% other religions living here in few years back. But after this happening, we have just 1%, and all those Christian I know about them who have money, who have resources. They already left their home and who already shifted in USA,
Yeah,
UK, and other
those
developed
peoples,
countries.
they have a good resources.
Yeah,
They are
where they can
trying to move.
where they
And
can feel peace and where they can get what they really want. Okay, but it's another sense. This is our home where we born, and we have the same right what they have the right to live here. Are you getting my English? This is why we still have. But if we all left Pakistan, then I don't know.
It's not a solution of the
Yeah,
thing.
it's not
Yeah.
a solution. But every Christian story, he wants to leave Pakistan.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Majority of the
I'm telling you
people.
from heart. Everyone wants to leave,
Yeah.
but many don't have resources to
But
left it.
but I don't mean to leave Pakistan, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
leave the
Whatever.
church. You know, like
and
what's
but telling the real story, the
yes,
people
yeah, but
with views, right?
what I guess what part of the church, what part of the gospel is most important to you, where you're like, this is hard, but I'm going to stay a member of the church.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to tell you one
Yeah.
thing. I like so much story of the abandoned eye. You know,
Okay.
I often thinks about him. I often think about him when I was sad and when I have nothing to do, when I stuck in conflicts, problems, and depression. There are many other stories I have listened. I already have shared with other people, but when I go to listen his story or read his story or memorize his story, it's always give me strength. Okay, because what he was saying to King Noah. So stop doing wrong thing, otherwise you will burn. And the same happened with him also. This is the story of uh Amos. Also
Mhm.
the Amos, Amos you know that, na?
Yeah.
Amos cried so hard. Also, Joel Smith have faced so hard thing,
He
but
also
he
facing
but
so many
but he
afflictions
never
during
deny.
when he was
Yeah, but he never
preaching the
deny.
gospel.
He
We
said
have a
that,
great
okay, I
story of the
will
Paul.
die. I will die, but I will never deny that he saw Jesus Christ and Heavenly Father. These are things always makes me strong. Also, one of the most the recent thing, when the COVID was starting and President Nelson said that, okay, go prepare. Okay, remember his dialect, what he said, the few words. Machine, could you share those words? He said that prepare because something is coming. And and and
वो
immune
वक्त
system.
करीब है, वो वक्त
And then
करीब
what
है.
time is running out, but
Yeah.
did you remember what his dialogues were at that time when he shared things in his talk during general conference before Corona, before COVID?
President Russell M. Nelson has counseled all of us, quote, "There is much more to come. Eat your vitamin pills. Get your rest. It's going to be exciting," close quote.
I often recite when I was in this situation, I recite the article of faith. Article of faith, no, the standard of truth. Persecutions may range, mobs may combine, army may assemble, but the truth of God will go forth boldly, nobly, and independently till it has penetrated. So, I believe this word, and it's always gave me strength. When I was in this kind of situations.
Hmm. I love that. Following following on from what you're saying there, um, are there any key pioneers or members of the church in Pakistan whose faith really inspires you?
Members in Pakistan whose faith really inspires us to be a member of the church or still to stay in the church.
Just any, like yeah, well-known members maybe.
Okay, well known. There are so many well-known members here who are wealthy, healthy, or rich, but I would like to quote those members who inspires me personally. Right? There are two missionaries. There are two missionaries. One of his brother, Elder Tom. Okay, and who just show me the real love. What the real love is. When I was nothing, when I have nothing to eat, when I have nothing to rent, when I don't have rent to to go to the church. And when I was mean to say that I know nothing about the church. When I like to eat the very delicious thing, but I don't have money to go and get it. Okay, and another one, his companion was Aldabu. He's from Singapore. They both still keep in touch with me. The most of time when Elder Wu came to visit here in Pakistan, he's from Singapore,
Yeah.
and he always keep in touch with
He
me.
got a job. I want to
No, no,
share.
no,
He
no,
got a
I
job,
don't want to. I don't want
and
to share the
he
jobs
come in
thing.
Faisalabad, and he want that Arvee want to meet him, and he personally invite him, and Arvee come Lahore to Faisalabad to personally meet this guy, and we will share
Three,
with you
yeah.
his pics also.
But these are the two guys who still remain in the church by all the difficulties, by all this problem. They are still the same. They are still there where I wanted to saw them. So most of the time, this is the life. When I got discouraged, I saw them. I again just saw their journey, how they become church member, how hard it was for them to stay in the church, being all the responsibilities, and how he came, how he left their family to Sa, teach the people here in Pakistan, and how he just arranged time for me to me, arrange the time for me to meet in their busy schedules, and how strong they are, how full time pair they are, how strong in they are in their covenant what they made with God. So they always inspires me. Also, when I go to temple, when I had to go to temple, and whatever prayer I have asked there in temple, and every prayer just fulfilled out. Mean to say that God hear every prayer of mine, what I have done, what I have asked in temple. So these are the things that never let me left the church, always inspires me, always makes me who I am, what I am, and why God sent me here, why we have a temple here, why we have missionary work here, why God always have people who always help you to grow, help you to stand up, help you to courage, and set a good example for you in your hard time. They always inspires me, and these are the people also, and you are the one of them, and Sheen is one of them, and Ham is one of them, and my parents are one of them. Okay, they inspires me always to stay in the church. That's it.
That's cool. Elder Wu is the son of my mission president. My mission
Really?
president was President Wu in Singapore.
Oh
Really?
wow!
So that
Yeah,
And Nathaniel
he's
Wu,
Nathaniel Wu.
the Nathaniel Wu, and Elder Wu is a uncle of Nathaniel Wu.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Wu,
know President Leonard Wu.
Alright.
uh, how about you, Nosheen? Who is there a member of the church in Pakistan that inspires you, Nosheen, and their story?
There are lots of church member has inspired me, and many times and many ways. And one of the family, one of the church family in our branch, um, they were so needy, but their story has inspired me how they strive to be a member of this church, even though it was hard for them to come to church. And their father was church cleaner in Pakistan in our branch, but they never showed their pride. They never show like they are pioneer. They just serve as a servant in the church, so which is really inspiring. And they they were so true to church whenever the hardship came into their life, but they stay strong in their faith and in the church, and they always participate in all the activities. And even though his mother was really sick, she can't walk, she can't climb up the stairs. So what he did, he hold up in his arm, and she came in the church with his son. So it was not easy, but he still did, and his whole family came to church. And after a long time, the brother has seen some success in his life. His two sons went to Dubai, and they are working there. They have a good life there, and they are supporting to their family. And one of his elder son, he got married, and he has two beautiful daughters. And his second son, he's also working there as a tailor. um, and He has two daughters. Those are working here. One of the daughter, she just recently came from mission, and it was not really easy for her to finish his mission. She faced many challenges. As you know, all the missionary faced the challenges during the mission, but she still stays strong even though she got sick. It was hard. It was not easy for her to learn language, eat food, to survive there with the people and all. But she still did that. And when she came back, she met with her family, and now they are living so strong, and they are still attached with the church and participating each and every activities. So that's really inspiring. And there are lots of other pioneer. uh, I think they are not coming nowadays because of some family issues, and that's why. But they really inspired me to stay in this church, and especially the Savior example really inspired me to be the obedient daughter of God, because there are lots of temptations, there are lots of challenges you might face in your life, but if you will be stay honest and obedient to the Lord, to the God, your Father, you will be strong in your life. So whatever happen in our life, we need to just stay strong in our faith. And Jesus Christ really inspired me during my mission, being a church member, and in my life, he's my hero, and he's the good example of my life. So he always inspired me. He always helped me to stay strong and stay especially in the church, because there are many people, they don't want us to um, be strong in the church, because they don't like the church where we are right now. So there are lots of our relatives, they don't like us to be a part of this church. They want us to just leave this church and come back to the Catholic, because I was Catholic before this church. So they really want us to come back, but uh, this is this is very hard. So this is my story which inspired me. So it's really it's not easy to be a member of this church in Pakistan, but we are still striving to be strong, to be obedient to the Lord's commandments which he has given us.
Hmm. Well, look, I thank you so much for sharing that. That's such a beautiful story, Nosheen, and I really appreciate you sharing that. And that testimony is a great place for us to end. I know you've got to head off to meetings, but I've loved learning a bit more about the church in Pakistan. I'd love to have you both, all of three of you, back again and to talk more. I'm strengthened by your faith, and thank you all so much for coming on and sharing a bit more about the church where you are.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you again. Okay, catch you later.
See you later.
Thank you so much for having
My
us.
pleasure. Bye bye. Thanks for watching For All the Saints. This show needs your help to grow. Please like the video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone you think would enjoy it. Thank you.